G'day! Do you think you could manage with just one bucket of water for a night? Why not find out and take part in the Water Night Challenge on October 22nd, where we're encouraged to avoid using taps and running water where we can. To help you get ready for the challenge, I'm going to show you how we can take a plain bucket and turn it into something beautiful. You can use this bucket to store water in to help you get through the challenge. Okay, so I've started to come up with my design in my trusty sketchbook, and I've just started thinking about what I'd like to put on my bucket, and I sort of had the idea of doing something about the water cycle, the way that the water in the ocean is evaporated up into the sky, becomes clouds, comes back down as rain, and the whole thing continues again. And so I'll let you get that. Okay, and so after I'd got my sketches down, figuring out what I wanted to do, I stapled two bits of paper together to get a nice long canvas to do my design on. The reason why I did that is that a bucket, we're going to go all the way around the edge of this bucket. So it's quite long, about as long as these two bits of paper. And as you can see, I've created a bit of a design. I've got the sun here, the moon here, I've got a mountain, the clouds, the rain. This is the water coming up off the ocean. And these colored bits are to indicate where I'm going to be cutting out some colored paper and gluing them on as part of the design. So I've drawn out roughly on my bits of colored paper what I'm going to cut out to glue on. I've got some little trees there, a sun there, which I just put a cup on there to trace the circle, and the moon. So I'm going to cut those out now. Okay, so I've got my bits of colored paper cut out. I'm going to glue them onto the bucket, thinking about whereabouts they're going to go with my design. Okay, so now we're going to start using our paint pens. Now, paint pens can be a little tricky and sometimes a little messy because it's actually got paint inside here. So this might be something that when you're starting, you might want to get mum or dad to help. To activate your paint pen, you might just want to get a bit of scrap paper and put the point down on it until you get a bit of paint flowing through it. This is just something to be a little bit careful about. So I've got my draft here, which I'm going to copy off as I work on my bucket here. So let's get drawing. There, that's the ocean. So I'm now going to try to show the water evaporating off of the ocean and going up into the sky. Let's see how it looks. And now the rain. And now it's trickling back down the mountain into a river down here. Great, so I think this is starting to look pretty good. I've got my basic sort of thing going there with my water being evaporated up and raining back down. Now I'm just going to spend some time adding in some nice details. Now, when you use these Posca pens, just be aware that because it's paint, it's going to take a little bit of time to dry. So don't touch it for as long as possible, just to make sure that it's good and dry. Let's go. Okay, great. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me today. Have a great time doing the bucket challenge, and I hope you have as much fun as I have in making your bucket nice and beautiful. Thanks very much. I'll see you later.